Hello everyone and welcome back to your own channel Technical Sahil. In today's video we are going to see that how we can install an OpenLiteSpeed on our Linux based Ubuntu server. When we install OpenLiteSpeed it also comes with the PHP by default and also we need to install MariaDB. So in short we call it as LOMP stack on our server because it's also handling the web request through OpenLiteSpeed. So to install it first we need to log into our server as root, and although it's a fresh server, so it's always a good practice whenever you get a fresh server you first need to update and upgrade the pre-installed packages which by default come with this server. And for this we first need to run this command, and then this upgrade command. And don't worry about the commands, I will provide the same article link in the description of this video, so you can just copy and paste like I am doing to avoid any typing mistakes in that whole process. To install OpenLiteSpeed on our web server, first we need to download its repository from their official website. And for this, we need to run this command. And after that, we need to install this OpenLiteSpeed repository which we have just downloaded. Now we need to install some PHP modules for OpenLiteSpeed. And for this, I recommend you to copy this exact command from last to end and paste it in your terminal and press enter. We are done with the OpenLiteSpeed and PHP. Now it's time to install the MariaDB. After its installation, it's good to enable some security measures on the MySQL which we have just installed. Enter current password for root. Let me provide the password. If we type enter, then it will ask again for the password of MariaDB admin, but I'm using the same password. Change the root password. I'll say no. Remove anonymous users, yes. Disallow root login remotely, yes. Remove test database and access to it, yes. Reload privilege table now, yes. It's done. Now to access the OpenLiteSpeed, we can use the 7080 for the admin panel and 8088 for the by default port, and we'll see how we can change the port to 8088 to 80 so that we don't have to include the port while accessing the front end. But first, let's see how we can change the username and password of OpenLiteSpeed. We need to run this command. It's asking for the username, which is by default admin. If you want to change the username from admin to something else, you can type and press enter, but I'm going with admin. And now we need to provide the administrator login password for the OpenLiteSpeed. I am using the same password. You can try any different password if you want. Admin's username and password is updated. Now if we check the OpenLiteSpeed is running or not, we can simply do that by typing this command. And we can check the status. Lightspeed is up and running. Now we simply need to visit the server IP. Sorry, with the port 8088. Yeah, OpenLiteSpeed. Congratulations, you have successfully installed OpenLiteSpeed web server. Now if we want to access the admin interface, we need to type 7080. We need to pass this security check. Username is admin and password we have set the same password. So let me copy the password and click login. Now that's the admin panel of OpenLiteSpeed. To change the port number, we simply need to go to the listeners. Click here, view. Right now you can see it's 8088. Let's click this edit icon and remove this 88 and click save. Now it's asking configuration has been modified. To apply changes, please perform a graceful restart. We need to click this icon for the graceful restart. Are you sure you want to? Yes, we are sure. It's done. Now if we simply visit this IP address instead of any port number, so you can see now we can visit this without any port. Now if we see the virtual host, it's provided as example. Now let me show you where it is so that you can upload your own website and delete this by default admin page, by default OpenLiteSpeed page. For this we need to visit cd user local lsws Now if you see the directory, you can see the example is our virtual host. That means this is the folder which is currently in use as virtual host. So let's open this folder. You can see there are four directories: CGI bin, FCGI bin, HTML, and logs. Let's open the HTML. These are the files which you need to either edit or delete and upload your own file here. Let me show you the index.html. That's the complete code of index.html, which is this page is coming from. So you can either delete it from here, modify it from here, or you can open it in a FTP or in a code editor, and you can modify and upload your own website. So that's how it's works, and that's it for today's video. So thank you so much for watching it till the end.